So we previously built a lead scraping system that went in, scrape all their leads, find their contact details, their social media handles into a spreadsheet for us. So in this particular video, I'm going to show you how you can enrich those leads so that you can have more details about them, so that you can be more precise when you're reaching out to them to pitch your offer. So let's just get right into it. So of course, you are still going to use make.com. So sign up on make.com for free. And once you sign up, come to this create scenario here to create your scenario. So the first thing that we are going to do is watch for new roles. So whenever a new lead has been created in our spreadsheet, we want to pick them up and start working with them. So we are going to do Google Sheet here, and we're going to watch for new roles. So of course my connection still exists with the previous one, but if yours doesn't, just click on add here. It will redirect you to sign into your Google and you will establish the connection automatically. So we are going to we are going to search by path, and of course we search my drive and my spreadsheet ID. I'll just click on this to see all the options that I have. My spreadsheet ID is actually LinkedIn lead, this one here. So my sheet name is lead here, and I think I want to work with one for now. So I'll save this and I want to work with all of them. And I want to start with all, and then I'll do that, and then I save this. So the next thing we are going to do is scrape our website. So we add a module, and then we add the HTTP module, and then we want to download a file, because we want it to scrape all the website details and give to us. So we are going to do this, and we are going to get website here, and then we save this. But now there is a problem, because as you can see here, you can see it must begin with HTTPS. So that means any website that you want to scrape with this HTTP module must begin with HTTPS. But if you go back into our setup, we have HTTP, HTTPS, HTTP. So now that means that anyone that is running with HTTP is going to run into an error because it's not HTTPS. So we'll have to find a way to turn all our HTTP to HTTPS, else it's not going to work. So for us to do that, we are going to come here and we are going to add another module, and we are going to set a variable. So we are going to do set variable here. So our variable name is let's say claim URL. I don't know. We're going to add this formula here. I had it somewhere, so I just put it back in there. So what this means is if the website contains HTTP, it should replace the HTTP with HTTPS, right? So we save this. So that means every time if it sees a website that has HTTP, it automatically changes it to HTTPS for us, so it can run perfectly. So the next thing that we want to do now is add our AI module that is going to, because what we are doing is having scrape our website, and then the AI module will analyze the data that it has scraped and see what we can offer them. So for the example that I'm using here is the prompts that I'm going to use is going to be one for a marketing agency, but depending on the service you offer, that's how you want to prompt your AI to give you the best, to analyze the website based off of the service that you want to give them, and see if they're a perfect fit for your business, and what are the things or the things that they might want in that you're offering that they might need in their business, so that the way you can pitch to them using that angle, if that makes sense. So I'm going to add a module here. I'm going to do OpenAI, and I'm going to generate a completion. So I'm going to have to go somewhere and get the prompts that I have, because it's pretty long, I can't type it. So for my connection here, you just add here, and you will go to the billings page, provide your credit details, and you'll be able to generate your API key and your organization ID. So of course you want to charge and want to create a completion here, and then the method here, the model, we are going to do let's say for me. And then the message here, I'll just copy from where I have it and put it here. So this is what my prompt is looking like. Look at how long it is. So of course there is no way I could have typed this, so I could have typed this on this video. So just make sure that your prompt is good enough. You can even ask ChatGPT to give you a prompt that is good enough for the service that you offer. You're trying to analyze your leads website to see the service that you can offer them, depending on what you offer or the product that you sell or whatever, right? So the what is it called, the input here is going to be the website data, right? That's what you're giving them. Yeah, so we do script content and the URL, the website URL. So we come down here, and then we'll put the here, and then the first one, which is the website URL, is going to come from here, and then Scraped content is going to come from here. So we'll put data, right? So now that you've done that, we're going to save this and we're going to save this. So I have to go ahead and run this so that I can get data for the next step. So I run this one time. So yeah, that has an error. So it says HTTP. Yeah, that's the same thing we are trying to fix here. So let's see. So you got HTTPS. So yeah, oh, I did not change this. So I have to change this to this now. And then I save this, and then I save this again. So I run it again. You see, it has gone through now. So it's generating our response for us. So now that we have the response, what we're going to do is have you can see what we want is business summary, their target audience, if they are good quality for our business for our service, their score, we also want it to score them, and then we want a personalization line that we use to reach out to them, and we also want it to summarize the signals, like what did it see in the website that makes them think that they are a good fit for our business. So that's what we basically just asked it to do. So what we're going to do is come here now, copy this, and the next step that as you can see, everything that you have here in this result is bundled together in one long string. So we want to be able to split it into its individual components so that we can feed it into our columns in our spreadsheet. So we're going to do add a module here. We're going to use JSON to split that. So we'll do pass JSON here, and then we're going to add a data structure here. So let me see if I can use existing one. There's so many data structures here. But anyways, let's just say enrichment demo. So we do generate here, and then we'll add everything we copied, and then we'll generate this, right? It will go ahead and generate everything for us. So we'll just save this, and our JSON string is going to be the result here. So we save this, and then we save this, right? So the last module is going to be the module that goes ahead to update the the lead details on our spreadsheet. So we're going to add a module here, and we're going to do spreadsheet here, and we want to update a row here. So of course my connection still picks up, and my sheet comes from LinkedIn leads. Where is it? Yeah. And then the sheet name is leads. And then the row number is going to come from the row number we are working with here. And then we'll just go ahead and add the other things that we need here. So business summary, I'm just going to, as I'm adding them, I'm going to also add them in my spreadsheet, and then score. So we'll do business summary. I'm going to come here, and I'm also going to paste them here. So business summary. So we'll do the target audience, and then we'll do score. And then what else? Oh, sorry. What else did we do? Target audience score. What else? Target audience score. Lead quality. So we'll do lead quality. And then we'll do lead quality. And then we'll do what else? Personalization line. And we'll do personalization line, and then we'll do signal summary. And yeah, so we'll come back here and we'll do signal summary, and we'll do opportunities here. Signal summary, and then we'll do opportunities. So yeah, so now we have updated that, so we can go ahead and save this, and then we save this, right? So we can go ahead and run this again so that we can see what you're going to get this time. Wow, how did we have a website that has host? Okay, so how do we get host? So it says the host of that has problems. So yeah, so that is not even an HTTP problem. So yeah, so that's a bigger problem. So we need to ignore that and move to the next one. Can we just, okay, you know what? We're going to add an error handler that ignores all error. So we ignore, and then, so let's run it again and see. Yeah, so yeah, ignore that. So we'll run the next one. So run the next one. What did it say? It says limited 2000 requested. Please, the input or out must be reduced in order to run successfully. So that means the scrape data from the website is too much. So yeah, which one did we scrape that we couldn't? Yeah, so that one is our fault. It's a data fault. So of course for yours, it's because for mine, I'm trying to put this as, so we need to run the next thing. Let's see. I think it's still running the same thing. Yeah, it's still running the same thing. So we're going to set this to 2 or 4 so that way it can ignore the error, and I can also add another error handler here that will ignore the error, right? So we can save this so it can ignore all errors. Let's see how this one goes through. So you see it goes ahead and creates that. It's currently creating that for us. So it successfully did not even generate. No, that's not the one I'm calling. So we needed to respond to, what's it called, to return only the JSON. Let me reduce this to 1, and then I run it again. So let's see what we get. So it's going through now. It has ignored that one because it's too large. So let's take the second one, see if it will go through this time. So it still successfully doesn't return. I know the problem is oh, so I was even getting the wrong thing. I was getting ID instead of result. So I see why it was not working. So I do this. So if I run this again, yeah, so it has gone ahead to do that. So yeah, that is working now. So yeah, you can see it has populated these. So the other ones that it ignored is because the files were too large. So if you run into that, just make sure you ignore these and you're good to go. At the end of the day, once you maybe you scrape 100, the other ones might be too big for you, or you can find a way to ask it to compress some of this data here. And so yeah, the only reason why we did this is because some of them had errors, and you see it had to ignore some of these because the file that it copied was too long from the website. So, and at the end of the day, if you have like maybe 100 minutes, it can work for like 70 or some of those, and you would still be fine, right? But if not, you can just increase your tokens, and that way you'll be able to work with larger inputs, right? So yeah, I really hope you found this useful. And as you can see, this is the you know it goes ahead to give you the target audience, local visiting, their score, and their personalization, what made them look like they're a good fit for our marketing agency services. And yeah, I really hope you found this useful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel. If you have any comments, please drop in the comment. If you have any questions, you can drop in the comment section. I'm going to respond to all of them. And if you want a custom setup for your business, you can reach out to me or through my email. I'll be responding to all of them. My email will be in the description. So thank you so much for sticking around. If you stayed around this long, you're definitely my MVP. So shout out to you, and also maybe drop your name in the comment, so I can give a special shout out to you for sticking around in my video. So thank you so much. I'm going to be seeing you in my next one. So have a blessed day. Mwah.